Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. I thought I'd just take a quick moment, and I've seen a lot of videos out there, or even streamers for that matter, go through sort of their setup or their specs for their gameplay, for their streaming. For doing their YouTube or TikTok videos. Um, for the most part, yeah, I probably spent maybe close to 1,500, 2,000 Canadian dollars on everything. If you compare it to today's dollars, it's probably a good bit more because of memory and or RAM, etc. But I'll give you an idea of what I roughly paid for everything and all that sweet jazz as well. So first things first. Obviously, there's the standard things that you need for your streaming and your setup. What I'm currently using right now to do my recording and eventually to do my streaming is obviously the OBS Studio. I actually use on because I do have a mini PC that I'm using to record and eventually stream, which is it's got Ubuntu on it. So I'm not using Windows, I'm using a version of Linux. Just the bare bones. I don't have any of the additional bells and whistles and software on there, just only what I need to have on there. So I'm using Ubuntu, thus the version of OBS, which is from the FlatHub or Flatpak. That's an easy install on there. Also, as you've noticed, I'm sure, I have the VTube setup, but I'm actually using, well, I call it sort of a simple setup. Maybe it's a little complicated, but for me, it seems to go really nicely. It's called VidooTube. Hopefully I pronounced that proper. It's a free download. Certainly they do accept donations. So you see my image up there in the top right hand corner. Basically, it's a setup you download depending on your operating system, and you basically import whatever images that you're using, and you put in your settings for your microphone, etc. So it was really easy to follow and set up, so quite enjoy it myself. All my things here I can definitely post links for in the comments as well. The main setup, or the main thing that I do my gaming and everything on, is my Xbox Series X. Now I have a black one. I have the 1 terabyte with an additional 2 terabyte card drive plugged into it. To give the extra storage, because obviously these games these days are astronomical, they're huge. I paid roughly about $700, maybe $750, so it's about $200 more than what I paid now. So it's a good bit more. And so from my Xbox, I actually have a digital capture card. It plugs in via USB and utilizes the HDMI. So basically, you go from the HDMI out of the video game system, then into the card, then out to your TV or your monitor or what have you. And then it allows you to import the video and audio right into your OBS Studio. So I paid about $30 for that. It was pretty much just plug and play, even on Linux. Everything was recognized right away. No additional drivers were needed. So from there, what it actually, I'll bring up the details on the mini PC that I'm using. which it's this one here. It's by B-Link. It is a 12th gen. It's 4-core N95, up to the 3.4 gigahertz. So, I mean, you can certainly read that there as well. 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gig storage on their hard drive SSD. So obviously it's not being used for any real games or anything like that itself. It's just a bare bones something to get the audio and video into it and do what I need to do there. I paid about $200 for that. I think right now it's going for like $350 if I'm not mistaken. So it's a bit more now as well. From there, yeah, there's a bit more there on specs for that. What comes all inside of it. And for my actual gaming, to be able to talk in the chat and everything like that, I have the Turtle Beach Stealth 600. It is white, $90. It's actually not bad quality. If I'm going to be honest, the audio is great. It's got an app that I install right into my Android phone. I can adjust the presets, the bass, game chat versus the game audio, so it's pretty convenient. It is wireless. It's got the Xbox 2.4 as well as Bluetooth, so not a bad deal there. And then for the recording to the OBS and ultimately for my chat to be able to hear me on stream, I actually got a kit set up here through Throne Max. Got it on sale for about $50. It's got the sort of like the XLR style microphone setup, only it doesn't have the actual connection XLR. It uses USB-C, so I've got that running right into that mini PC as well. Audio quality is actually not bad. It's got the RGB as well, which makes no difference to me. From there, so in order for me to be able to see my computer screen while I'm actually gaming, because I'm actually just using a 55-inch Philips TV, it's a Roku TV, to play my games on there. So in order for me to be able to see the mini PC, I have an Android tablet, an old Android tablet with Android 7 on it that I had gotten for my kids years back, that I just repurposed for this, sort of as a wireless display. It is a Acer Icona, if I'm pronouncing that right, the B3A40. So here's the specs there. Android 7, 10-inch display, only 16 gigs of storage space on there, RAM 2 gigs. So I mean, it's nothing special there at all, but again, it's only used as a wireless display, which I am doing via the Rust Desk. So I've got that installed on the mini PC as well as on the Android tablet. That way I can see everything that's going on. It also allows, I think there's another app out there called Team Viewer, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, this had better reviews when it came to Linux, so I went with this one here, and it was quite easy to set up via the Flat Hub as well. Not much to say really about that. It really does just what I said. Wireless display. It also has the mouse and keyboard inputs as well, so I can actually use the touchscreen on the tablet to open and close or adjust things without switching the input on the TV and screwing up with the gameplay. So what's next? Well, what's next is I actually have another mini PC that I utilize for doing video editing and things like that. It's got a bit more power, but again, it's nothing special. It's just a mini PC. I've got connected with 2 monitors in my other room. So that is, it's also a B-Link. It's got a Ryzen 5 5500 in there. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's got a 500 gig SSD in it already. I have a USB connection with a 4-slot bay that I've got 4 other mechanical hard drives stationed into it. In total, I've probably got about 2, 4, well, 6 terabytes of actual storage space for that PC. But again, nothing special. 16 gigs of RAM. Just the bare bones minimum. On that one there, also not using Windows. I am using the Linux Mint on there. I find that operating system, when it comes to more of the office type stuff, or doing editing and things like that, I just find Linux Mint to be a little bit more friendly to that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. So that's why I utilize that on there rather than the Ubuntu. Both of them are, well, obviously Ubuntu is based on Ubuntu, but Linux Mint is also, if you want to call it, like a flavor of Ubuntu as well. So they're very similar in terms of the installation. The apps that you install on one, you can pretty much install on the other. It just the performance of those apps as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my setup in a nutshell. Again, I mentioned roughly about 1,500 to 2,000 over. I'd say over the course of 2 years. So I mean, I didn't drop that all right off the bat. So honestly, this day and age, things being as expensive as they are, I probably would even recommend maybe holding on till the holidays and such, so you can get some better deals that way maybe. All right, thanks a lot for listening.